Order of operations. Order of operations is a concept that you got lots of practice on in 6th grade, so it's not really a concept that we're going to spend a ton of time on, but we are going to talk about the way I want you to format your answers. The reason why I require you to do this is because there is a very specific order to do the operations, and it's very easy to make mistakes. So I'm going to walk you through about 3 examples, and we're just going to take it step by step. Obviously, PEMDAS, the very first operation you do is anything in parentheses. Right here we've got our parentheses, so draw an arrow below it so you're showing what operation that you're doing first. 5 times 2 is 10. And what you're going to see is once I do that one operation, I rewrite the entire problem. It takes a lot of room, but it doesn't matter. You rewrite the entire problem. 5 times 2 is 10, so I'm just going to rewrite everything else. Okay, once I did that one parentheses, do we have any more parentheses? As you can see, I left these parentheses here after I performed the operation because the 3 was right beside it. As we've talked about before, when it's right beside parentheses, it does mean to multiply. So once the operation inside the parentheses was done, it now becomes multiplication. It is no longer parentheses. So we have done our parentheses. We've done all of them, so I'm going to mark out my P over here. Now I need to look for E, which is exponents. I've got an exponent right here, so I'm going to draw my arrow underneath it so I know that that's the next operation to do. It's 2 to the 3rd power. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. So I'm going to solve the exponent, and then I'm going to rewrite the entire problem again. Okay, I'm only doing one operation at a time, and you can tell which operation I'm doing because it's got the arrow. Do we have any more exponents? No, so we are completely finished with exponents. Next operation is MD, multiply and divide. We do multiplication and division at the same time, so I go from left to right. Multiplication or division? No. Multiplication or division? Yes, it is division. So I draw my arrow. 12 divided by 6 is 2. And I'm going to rewrite everything. Okay, now I'm going to recheck my problem. This is adding and subtracting, adding and subtracting. Here is multiplying or divide. Okay, do I have any more multiplication or division in my problem? No, I don't. So I am going to mark out MD. Now I'm looking for addition and subtraction. I look at those at the same time going left to right. See, I've got addition first, so 8 plus 2 is 10 minus 30. And then my final operation is subtraction, so 10 minus 30 is a negative 20. And there's example number 1. You can see my next example is set up the exact same way. I've got my PEMDAS written over in the side. Very first operation I'm checking for is parentheses. I do have parentheses. 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. I'm going to keep my parentheses just to separate it from my exponent up here. Okay, now that I've done the one operation, the parentheses, do I have any more parentheses? Remember, this parentheses is just to separate it from the exponent. No, I'm done, so I can mark off my P. Now, exponent. Exponent is the next operation that we do. You can see that we have 2, but we work from left to right. So 3 to the 3rd power. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. I did one exponent, but I still have another exponent. So I do them one at a time. 4 squared is 16. Okay, am I done with all the exponents? Yes, I am, so I can mark off the E. Now my next operation says multiply and divide from left to right. Is this multiply and divide? No. Is this multiply and divide? Yes, it is. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Okay, do I have any more multiplication and division? No, I don't. So I'm done with MD. My last one is AS. So is this adding or subtracting? Yes, it is. 27 minus 3 is 24. Whoops. Plus 16. That will be my final operation. My answer is 40. Okay. One last example. As you can see, we've got lots of different operations in this one, so we work from left to right. Do I have any parentheses? Yes, I do. Now, if you'll see, I've actually got 2 operations inside these parentheses. I've got subtraction and exponent. So which one comes first, subtraction or exponent? Because if you have parentheses and you've got multiple operations inside those parentheses, you follow order of operations inside the parentheses. So 12 minus 2 or 2 squared. Well, exponent comes before subtraction, so I have to do 2 squared, which is 4. So this becomes 12 minus 4, and I keep it in the parentheses because I'm not done yet. I haven't performed all the operations inside that parentheses, so I can't drop the parentheses just yet. Twelve minus 4 is 8, so I can get rid of the parentheses because I've performed all the operations inside the parentheses. Okay. I got rid of the parentheses on the left, but now I have some parentheses on the right. So I'm going to do these one at a time. I know it is tempting to do more than one operation at a time, but trust me, you make fewer mistakes doing them one at a time. Okay, still not done with parentheses. Okay, I'm finally done with all my parentheses, so I can mark off P. Do I have any exponents? No, I don't, so I can mark off E. Multiply and divide. I've got one operation of multiply. Okay, that's it for multiply and divide, so I'm done with multiply and divide. My last one is add and subtract. I've got addition first, so and my final operation is subtraction. My answer is 19. And that's order of operations.